Yeah, okay. We're back with another 5 minutes with Steve and Cindy. This, you must have written this one because
of course I did.
It just says meningitis. Meningitis. I know what that means. I know what point in our life that occurred. Mm-hmm. But do you want to explain this because you wrote it?
No, I wrote it
But
it was
these are supposed to be questions. This is a
meningitis. Dot.
I'm supposed to tell the story. So I have had meningitis. Viral meningitis. It was not deadly, but it was really not a fun thing to go through. And this was probably, 25 years ago, 23 years ago, roughly. 20 some odd years ago.
Before Thomas.
Yeah, we were on a double date or a triple date with family members and
on a boat.
On a boat in San Francisco Bay, having a dinner, and I had a headache. It was a weird kind of headache. Started out as a sore throat. So if you have a really bad sore throat, I learned that later that sometimes that can move into like the meningitis virus, and it gets into your cerebral fluid in your brain and neck area, and then
that ain't pretty.
Yeah, so it was the only way they can find out whether you have meningitis or not is to do a spinal tap. So they have to sample some of that fluid with a needle, and that's not really fun either. Although you've had an epidural, so you kind of know what that feels like. It's kind of a weird sensation if you've ever had one of those. And so I had viral meningitis and got really sick and wasn't at work for several weeks. And I guess the good that came out of that was that it helped me pause my life. It helped me stop what I was doing. And I think it's wise for you, anyone watching this, if you feel like you're stuck in something for a long time, maybe a job, like I was. I was going on 9 years working as an exterminator. Great job, great paying job, supporting my family, but it was like, what am I doing here with my life? What is life about? Am I supposed to do this for the rest of my entire life? Killing cockroaches and ants and bugs and okay, not a bad job, but is this all life is meant to be? So I got sick, stopped working, and then I decided, because I loved photography at the time, to take my camera, my tripod, and go to Yosemite National Park.
So beautiful.
By myself, and which I don't normally do, but I thought, I got to go clear my head. I got to meditate. It
was like a reset.
Yeah, it was a reset. And so I sat in one of the meadows staring at Half Dome, staring at Yosemite Falls, camera ready for the light to change. It was majestic. But in that time of just sitting still, not only in my own presence and mindfulness, but in the presence of the Lord, because I do believe in God and I believe in Jesus. We both do. And it was time for me to meditate on him and really listen to what God was trying to tell me in my life. And I came back. Actually, in that moment, I kind of rededicated my life and my work to the Lord, to God. And I thought, gosh, I just want to serve you, God, in full-time ministry. So I made a commitment to ministry, didn't know what that looked like. Later, here I am in Christian education, and I would not be here today if it weren't for that moment. So, yeah.
Yeah. He went back to work.
Yep.
And then worked for 2 weeks, quit his job, and became a children's pastor.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Meningitis.
So, ... Even the worst moments of your life, sickness, illness, loss of someone in your life, I do think God speaks to us in those moments. So we have to listen very carefully to what God is potentially having us learn in those moments in our life. So that's my encouragement to you. Be encouraged.
5.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.